Come with me for another Upstate New York knitting vlog, Autumn Edition. My first stop is, of course, Connected Stitches in Dryden, New York. This shop just opened last year and it's already become one of my favorite yarn stores to visit. They have some fan favorite brands like Knitting for Olive and St. Niscarn, but I also discover new brands every time I'm in the shop. And then right next door is Protagonist Books and Coffee, which I stopped in for the first time since they recently opened their doors. I got an amazing maple spice latte, so highly recommend if you're ever in the area. The leaves were just starting to change when we were in town, so nothing too over the top and bright yet, but still felt nice and cool and crisp for fall. Little zoomy break with Milo, and then a quick stop by the barn to see Caesar the horse. He is such a sweetheart, but he always begs for treats. Another moment for the nice fall foliage that was just starting to peek out. It was definitely sweater weather, so I made sure to make use of my new Frankie sweater that I just knit by St. Niscarn. Okay, haul time! The first thing I got were these day of the week underwear stitch markers from Twin Mountain Handcrafts. They're iridescent, they're so silly, they're so fun. I couldn't walk away from them. And for $8, I didn't have to. The next thing I got were these iridescent shell buttons for $6. It was a pack of 10, and I'm going to use them for a project that I'll show you later on in the video. And then, of course, I had to get some yarn. I picked up 3 skeins of Berroco's Lana Quick 100% super bulky weight yarn. I got it in this deep variegated blue color and then a beautiful marigold. And I'm going to use it to make my first pair of mittens, the February mittens. It'll also be my first pair of color work anything. And of course, had to make sure that the yarn was dog approved. And then what I was actually working on this trip was the Tuileries Polo by Soomeen Kim. This is a gift from my sister. It is heavily overdue, but I got some good work on it this weekend. And it's an all-over lacy eyelet. You can see right here I'm finishing the front right portion of the top. The shirt is a Henley polo style, so it has a button band that's knit into the top as you're making the whole top, which I found very easy and not difficult at all considering this is my first ever time knitting a button band. This is me modeling that portion, and the buttons that I had purchased at Connected Stitches are the ones I'm planning on using in this top as well. So I'm hoping that the purple of this top, this like lovely lilac color, is going to complement the shell iridescent buttons very well. But what do you guys think? Do you think this is the right button for it? And there's me showing off the buttonholes that I did in the button band. I am very proud of myself for that. But it was a lot easier than I was expecting going into this shirt. There you have it. That was my weekend upstate. Thank you for coming along.